Thursday. A 3-3 unable to be settled. Saw Prague for the third straight game and overcome a late deficit. Will Seymour goal with under 2 minutes to play tied that game up at 3. No scoring in overtime, and we end there. We do have some highlights. If you did miss the Bloomington Jefferson game, here's a look at the 3-3 tie on Thursday.
Jefferson, another good opponent. Engelking, junior, number 33, Borwege. At defense, sophomore, number 18, Borwege. At defense, junior, number 12, At forward, junior, number 17, Connor Williams. At forward, senior, number 28, Hirte.
Those two guys have 15 and 13 goals respectively.
Seymour.
And a lot of the scoring now on the offense
Coaches this evening for St. Louis Corner,
Krone and number 4 and number 5. The two scorers to watch.
Ladies and gentlemen, today is our shut out the stigma events. We are focusing on mental health and reminding our community that mental health issues are real and present. In the United States, 44% of high school students reported feeling signs of depression within the past year. And 60% of people with major depression receive no mental health treatment. Our program is concerned about the mental health of our young people, and we partner with the Double Cup Memorial, who provides resources and strategies in dealing with mental health issues. Over 30,000 students, faculty, and parents annually at local schools.
Showing some
To remind our community that it's okay to be not okay, and we welcome the conversation. We want everyone to know that you can talk to us if we're dealing with hard things.
And then again,
Therefore, today we want to give back by supporting the Dust Cup Memorial Fund. We will post a Dust contest between periods
again, Anthem tie, but seeing some of the leadership and some
now,
of the top
folks, please rise and face the flag on the east end of the arena for our national anthem.
When we come back,
Performed today by Hirte High School sophomore
the new
Melanie
Trojans.
Klein.
Thanks for tuning in. You're watching New Prague Trojans boys hockey.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And welcome back to the National Anthem in the books. We are almost 7 laps and 2 good morning. Second half of the afternoon, the Monday happening. Johnson up, partnership league. Still a lot of years to be here. Oh, this is Frank.
For the Orioles, just his 7th game play, 7th game of action, just 1-0 on the season. Middleton gets the call for the Orioles. St. Louis Park, orange and black, they'll go from the left to the right. Draw is down, and we are underway here for the first period of action, as coming in right away at the top line on the ice for St. Louis Park. Once again, Griffin Krone is number 4, Max Ryder number 5. Puck chip to center. Connor Williams after it does not go enough for icing, and Williams on the forecheck. And Connor Williams, the leading goal scorer for New Prague, has 18 goals on the year, and don't necessarily think that Connor had his best game against Bloomington Jefferson. See if he can get back in it. We do have a delay call here. As a going to be offsides. I'm sorry, offsides to get used to the habit of the orange arms in the air. But with a 3-man officiating crew, offsides called from deep in the New Prague zone. We do get a whistle, and the Beckius line on the ice for New Prague. Michael Beckius, Easton Bosch, and Braden Woitas. Here's Sean Christensen in his own end, goes rink wide looking for Beckius, fails to click. St. Louis Park reorganizes in their own zone. Stepping up is Christensen. St. Louis Park with the puck. Puck rolls behind the net. Only change for no change in the lineup for St. Louis Park. There's a shot on net. Murphy struggling to find it. Does now to the line. Kept in by the Orioles. Sent towards the net and cleared by Christensen. Puck sent back in. Thomas Christensen has it there. So Thomas and Sean Christensen playing together. Really the only change for Coach Drazen. The roster's the same. Defense pairings changed up. Christensen's will play together. That means Chase Vacek and Cullen Otremba will play together in this game for the first time this year. Back to the line. Kept in by the Orioles. Again, nothing dangerous yet. Just the one shot on goal by St. Louis Park. We're under 2 minutes into the game. There's Carson Myers playing center for the second time. Did a nice job in his first time at center for the year, the senior, showing his versatility for New Prague. Puck backhanded by Engelking will go the length of the ice, cross the red line, and a whistle and an icing and stoppage just under 2 minutes into the game. Again, to finish the thoughts on the changes, the Christensens playing together. Sean and Thomas joining forces here, playing together on the back end. Cullen Otremba, Chase Vacek. On that tying goal that we talked about in pregame against Jefferson, it was Seymour with the goal from Berg and Beckius, but the play really made by Vacek. Chase Vacek took the puck from his own blue line as New Prague ices it, was able to lug the puck up the left wing, and get the puck deep, gain the blue line, and I really thought the play by Vacek the key on the tying goal in the tie against Jefferson on Thursday. Defensive zone draw, second shift for the Berg line. Williams has the puck swept off his stick. Here's Vacek joining the rush. Vacek will shoot in. He's pinned to the wall. No forecheck yet for New Prague. Zero sustained pressure for really either team so far in the game. Shot is deflected into the netting and out of play. And we get another whistle here. 2.5 minutes into the first period. Cole Murphy in net for New Prague, 6-2-1 on the year. 913 save percentage, goals against 2.41. I think the net minding for New Prague has been very good. Whether it was St. Louis Park has the puck behind there. Here's a wrister, hits the glove of Murphy, unable to control. So St. Louis Park continues with their offensive zone time. Borwege looking for out. One way closed up, so he reverses for Dylan Clark. Here's Clark on his forehand, looking for Borwege. Bosch will just chip to center safely. And conservative play by both teams early on. 13:53 to go in the first period. If you are joining us, thank you for that. And New Prague at home again. Had a lot of home games lately. 5 of them in under 2 weeks. Thomas Christensen back to play. Pass for Woitas fails to click. Forechecker or puck handler for St. Louis Park avoiding Thomas Christensen. Orioles, here's a dangerous in the slot. Good block by Clark. Rebound blocked by Braden Woitas. So a couple of shot blocks by the Trojans. Good positioning. Dylan Clark pushes his man down. Patty O'Rourke knocked over. And he's rubbed off the puck, so St. Louis Park does take. Gaining the line, turned over by the Orioles. Here's O'Rourke to center. Oh, he is pinned to the glass. A good hit there by St. Louis Park as O'Rourke took the worst of that. Puck's fired down in the New Prague end. Here's Cullen Otremba. Puck's in his feet, and Cullen loses it. New Prague's a little sloppy in their own end early. Sean Christensen to the line. Puck rolls to center. Engelking, Hansel, and Jack Menke up front now for New Prague. Puck's fired around by Otremba. Nothing going there. Here's Menke at center. Pushed off the puck, and St. Louis Park will dump and chase. And Cole Murphy's going to put his glove on. We get a whistle. And 12:26 to go in the first period. 4.5 minutes into this one, and nothing really going on offensively for either side. Really just the one opportunity for St. Louis Park that led to the shot blocks by Clark and Woitas. The only chance so far for either team. Otremba loses his stick, kicks the puck behind the net for Vacek. Centering pass batted away briefly by Williams. Vacek tries to skate out, then tries to shoot out, and neither one can clear the zone. Vacek a third time using the glass to the point and not out. Centered, backhand opportunity. Battle there, scrum, puck still loose. Top line on the ice for St. Louis Park is the shot attempt by their left defenseman. Number 3, Henry Schrader, is saved by goaltender Murphy. Moved nicely into the netting, and a whistle and stoppage. Face off to Murphy's right. Carson Myers on the draw. Puck unclaimed to the line, not out. And Clark now fires to center. And pretty conservative start for New Prague. Really no offensive zone time, no turnovers forced, as the Orioles have not had trouble exiting their own zone, and they do not have trouble here as well. And bearing down the left wing, opportunity, another shot block for New Prague as Max Ryder went forward for the Orioles. Up the wing, intended for Engelking, was Borwege. No icing. Orioles now exit, and they exit safely, but Krone ends up icing it. And a whistle and an offensive zone draw. First one of the game for New Prague. We're almost 6 minutes in. Shots on goal, St. Louis Park 3, New Prague 0. I'd say a lackluster start, energy-wise, for both clubs. Let's see if the offensive zone draw can kind of wake things up a little bit. The Beckius line with Braden Woitas and Easton Bosch. Centering pass for Woitas, looking for Bosch. Bouncing puck eludes a couple of players, one for each team. Beckius will turn over the Orioles there. He'll skate in, and he is checked off the puck. St. Louis Park coming to center. Chipping in, but the height of Thomas Christensen too hard for the puck to get by. We do get an offsides at the line, and a whistle with 10:42 to play. Once again, upcoming schedule, New Prague, I think they need some days off, to be honest. They'll get no game until Thursday at Tartan. We're back on the air Saturday with a section game against Rochester Century. In my mind, the winner of next Saturday's game gives themselves the best opportunity to get the 3 seed when the section seedings come out. St. Louis Park comes to center, but New Prague has good numbers back. Christensen the hit, slap shot from the point, not a ton on it. Murphy will glove and hold, and we get a whistle with 10:25 to play in the first. Yeah, to finish the thought on the goaltending, Oscar Pomeranke with the win on Saturday put up a shutout in the first, third, and overtime. And then Quentin Staff with the win down in Laverne. A highly entertaining offensive hockey game down there. And then Cole Murphy with the tie, facing over 40 shots on Thursday. Seymour gaining the zone, centering pass intended for Williams, fails to click. St. Louis Park trying to break out. Otremba back, whiffs on his first one. Backhand pass for Berg, fails to click. They're dangerous, shot goes wide of the blocker. St. Louis Park buzzing and a wraparound, and they score. Murphy saying the net was off its moorings. Referee says no, and St. Louis Park gets one here from a bad angle. Let's take a look at the goal. We didn't get that one. The referees are talking about it, actually. St. Louis Park celebrating a goal. Referee and linesman talking here, so we're not going to credit it yet. But, Cole Murphy was adamant right away that the puck was off its moorings. I don't think official saw, but what he did see is he saw that Murphy didn't move the net after and that the net was off. So taking all the facts, the net probably was off. And we're going to see what the officials rule here. They're still talking down by the New Prague net, which is a good sign that they're not talking at center for New Prague, to be honest. You know, wrap around from behind the net, bad angle. And I think what Cole's saying is, well, the puck wouldn't have gone in if the net wasn't, if the left post wasn't off its moorings. It changed the angle, and the wraparound I'm apparently hit Cole and into the net. So still no ruling yet. Boy, they're going to bring this to center, aren't they? We'll wait for it. Yeah, they're going to wave this off. They're going to say the net is off its moorings, and the St. Louis Park coach, I'm sure, will have some words with the officials. So they do wave off the goal. What I'm assuming happened is, no, the referees didn't see the net off its moorings, but they used the facts at hand after that. The net was off. The goaltender saying the net was off, and nobody touched the pole. So you take all that, and the net must have been off. I do believe the officials got this right. I also do believe the St. Louis Park coach does deserve an explanation there, and I do give the referees credit for going over there, allowing him to talk. So we're going to have a slight delay. Face-off is going to be to the left of Murphy, so take the goal away, wave it off. And we're going to get a face-off to Murphy's left with 9:59 to go in the first period. And you can see the danger that the Orioles top line does present. That top line, Sam Fuller, Max Ryder, and Griffin Krone. 4, 5, and 8, and when they're on the ice, they're dangerous. It just took one turnover to make St. Louis Park dangerous. As Easton Bosch gains the line, he has rubbed off the puck. New Prague is going to have to find some offensive push, though, as there's a wrister, a good velocity, and sent away off the right arm of Murphy. Here comes Braden Woitas, gains the blue line, but the puck knocked off of his stick. Borwege sends it deep. Middleton leaves there for his defenseman. St. Louis Park will fire to center. Mishandled briefly by Clark, who stays with it. Dumped in by the Orioles. Top line stays for St. Louis Park. They've been on the line a lot. Or excuse me, they've been on the ice a lot here early. Puck sent back in. And here is Eric Berg to center, and he has the puck knocked off his stick. Delayed offsides, and Connor Williams didn't know it, and a whistle, the offsides, then called. And with 8:58 to remain in the first period, we are scoreless. Shots on goal, St. Louis Park 5, New Prague 0. And they're going to call that an intentional offsides. So the faceoff's going to be all the way back in the New Prague end. It wasn't intentional in the fact that Connor knew, just didn't hear the offsides call, but because he did have some time to get out and didn't, they bring the faceoff all the way back down. Thomas Christensen sends for Seymour. Seymour's able to beat the forechecker, and he'll move the puck up for Eric Berg. Berg is knocked off the puck, and New Prague's going to have to do a little better job of gaining the blue line with possession, or either getting the puck deep. Too many times losing it now. Here's Seymour taking the puck away, and he sent his attempt across for Connor Williams is knocked away as well. The couple guys come together at center as Connor Williams and the St. Louis Park forward come together. And referee is actually going to grab, this is going to be a bench minor on St. Louis Park. Williams and number 19 for St. Louis Park came together at center. And Wesley Smith for St. Louis Park. And the St. Louis Park bench didn't like it. And the referee heard some words or a word that he didn't like. and he grabbed a Oriole player, and we're going to get a bench minor on sportsmanlike conduct on St. Louis Park. So a power play for New Prague, and we'll see if this can get the New Prague offense lit and started here. A little slow start for New Prague offensively here in the first half of the first. So we're 8:23 to play, first period. First power play of the game is New Prague's. And still looking for their first scoring chance and shot on goal. Draw one by the Orioles, fire deep, and New Prague will take the puck, regroup. Michael Beckius ahead for Will Seymour. Seymour's pass hit a skate. Woitas comes back for it. Woitas to Berg, and Berg gains the blue. Here's Connor Williams, and Williams is shoved into the board. Puck's chipped to center. Beckius for Seymour once again. A 5-forward power play for New Prague. Beckius' pass for Williams. That's knocked away, and St. Louis Park sends the length of the ice. And New Prague's got to wake up a little bit here offensively. Just not executing. And with 1:10 to go in the unsportsmanlike call to St. Louis Park. Here's Beckius gaining the blue line. Beckius left wing for Berg. Berg slap shot saved by Middleton. First shot on the goal for New Prague. Rebound handled by the Orioles. They will clear into the Trojans' end. Flip pass by Seymour. That's turned over. Orioles gain the line. And now New Prague turns them over. Here's Carson Myers. Potential for a 3-on-2 if Borwege joins. Myers buying time. Carson wide. Centering pass. Look for Bosch. Hit a skate and out to center. And Borwege will race back to be the first one on the puck there. Under 7 to play in the period. Under 30 seconds to go in the man advantage. Turned over by New Prague. St. Louis Park will send deep. Murphy leaves for Sean Christensen. Good body position by Sean. And he will skate forward. Last rush for New Prague on the power play. Here's Engelking. Brady Engelking wide. Chips behind the net. Here's Easton Bosch. New Prague is set up with some time and space. Borwege shot. Hits traffic. And the Orioles chip to center. And that's going to do it for the power play. St. Louis Park back to full strength. One shot on goal for the man advantage for New Prague. Engelking chips in. Line change for New Prague. There's a long up for Max Ryder. Orioles gain the line. O'Rourke onto the ice, centering pass sent to the corner by Clark. I think that has been a strength of New Prague here in the last couple of games. They have had a defenseman in front of Murphy. There's a shot and a goal. New St. Louis Park gets one. A first shot might have hit the post, and the rebound lands behind Murphy and gets tucked in behind him. Let's take a look at the Orioles' goal. Let's take a look at St. Louis Park on the scoreboard at 11:07. Just got a little tight. The New Prague defenseman got a little tight, not wide enough there as the St. Louis Park center comes down, and Sam Fuller with the goal at 11:08, and St. Louis Park leads 1-0. It's actually Ritter's going to be the goal. Max Ritter, there's a backhand shot off the left pad of the Orioles netminder. Second shot on goal for New Prague. So St. Louis Park leads 1-0. A long lead pass for Ritter again. He stops and tries to go high glove, looking for his second goal on the shift. Here's Beckius ahead for Bosch. And New Prague just nothing going offensively here early. There's Griffin Krone shoots, and the puck's loose, and official blew it down. We're going to get a face-off to Cole Murphy's right. So 5:07 to play, first period. Once again, Wade Olson, thanks for joining us here. A Saturday afternoon Duck Cup partnership game, mental health awareness night, New Prague and St. Louis Park, with the Orioles tallying first at 11:08. Max Ryder. Shots on goal 7-2 for Park. Here's Eric Berg on the defensive zone draw for New Prague. Seymour has his stick knocked away. Williams with the hit. Sloppy play in front, and Murphy's actually going to put the big left hand on it. And we get a whistle and a mini scrum. And with under 5 minutes to play in the first, a face-off in New Prague's end. New Prague comes into this game 10-3-1. This is game number 15 on their schedule. As Park sends a good job by the defenseman getting it through there. Murphy was able to see through the trees. And a glove hand stop and another draw in the New Prague end. Again, we talked about it last game. Cole definitely a goaltender that likes to stop play. Doesn't like to keep plays moving. So games where Cole's in net definitely have more face-offs, more stoppages. It was the attempted breakout for New Prague there. Borwege up for Seymour. Nothing going there. Will tries to rub his man out. The Orioles do gain the blue line. I don't think there's been a ton of good chances for St. Louis Park as the puck hits the pipe there. A wrist shot from the point by number 3, Henry Schrader, hits the bar, or hits the iron, excuse me, and Murphy reaches back, and New Prague gets a break there. So shot through from the point. Second time on the shift where St. Louis Park was able to get a puck through. And New Prague holding on a little bit here in the first, but only trail by 1. Just 1 shift away, 1 play away. But on the zone exits are going to have to get better. Here's the draw. St. Louis Park's dangerous again. They come in, and a good left pad save by Murphy. Is coming in alone. As the Orioles gaining momentum as the period moves on. Here's stepping down is Jackson Woitas. Again, Woitas, Engelking, and Carson Myers playing together. Woitas was nudged off the puck, and St. Louis Park comes to center again. Trying to stick handle around Otremba. Good job by Cullen. Chase Vacek sends out. Puck sent back in, and Murphy elects to keep this one going. There's a good pass ahead for Engelking. Engelking will fire in as New Prague completes a line change. So it'll be Braden Woitas. There's Beckius pinching in. Race to the puck. A couple guys come together, and Braden will take it. That's knocked off of his stick. Chip to the line, not out. Thomas Christensen sends, and a soft wrist shot into the stomach of Orioles netminder Josh Middleton. Just the third shot on goal for New Prague. We're going to draw 2 Middletons left here with 3:17 to play in the first. 8-3 shots on goal. St. Louis Park with the lone goal here in the first. Coming to center here is Ryder. Ryder's got Krone coming with him. Just failed there. Beckius comes back. Sean Christensen. Bosch tries to move it ahead. New Prague having trouble exiting their own zone. Christensen steps forward. And again, New Prague many times getting the puck close to out, but not fully out. And there's another one there. And now the puck's, actually I don't see it. Now there it is. Boy, nobody knew where the puck was, and because of that, Orioles dangerous, and that shot just to the right of goaltender Cole Murphy. That one sent into Cole's stomach. He will hold on. Kind of a weird play as 4 or 5 players couldn't find the puck. It was in the equipment, and Max Ryder either purposely lulling everyone to sleep or just happenstance that the puck was in his stuff. It does drop. But Murphy up to the task there. 2:28 to play in the first, and we do hope to have head coach Brad Drazen join us after the first period. We'll get his thoughts on the start. It was New Prague trying to find their legs here early on. There's a good play by Seymour pushing to himself. First time New Prague dangerous. Will down the wing and shoots wide of the blocker of goaltender Middleton. First rush with speed for New Prague. Seymour looks for Williams, and it's turned over there. Orioles come to center. They're going to flip deep here, and they do. Just eludes Borwege, who will have to go past his red line because of it. Borwege up for Seymour. Puck does get out. Connor Williams lunging, and New Prague does have possession. They gain the blue line. Seymour shot off the blocker. Williams sends through the slot. Seymour keeps in at the blue line, hits the shot blocker, puck comes back to him, pass for Sean Christensen fails, long shift for Seymour, he needs to get off. Helped was New Prague that the Orioles were on a long shift as well, so they needed to change. Here's Dylan Clark with speed, good stick handle by Clark, gains the line, shot off the right pad of Middleton. Bosch turns him over. Easton from a high danger area had the puck roll off of his stick. New Prague starting to find their legs a little bit. Couple of good shifts in a row, couple of turnovers forced, and Bosch forces another one. Backhander sent in behind the Orioles net. Here's Michael Beckius, centering pass, they score! As New Prague finding some confidence as the period goes forward, and Beckius just fires to the slot, and they can hit a Oriole skate and goes between Middleton's legs. New Prague ties it at 1. Let's take a look at the goal. It started with Easton Bosch forcing a turnover in the neutral zone. New Prague gets possession. Bosch sends behind the net, and Beckius just takes it and flings it. And I believe it hit an Orioles skate, so I believe that's going to be Beckius' 12th. We'll listen for the announcement. But New Prague, having nothing going offensively, put together a couple of good shifts, and they get one. It's be Michael Beckius at 15:55. So Beckius from Bosch at 15:05, and this game is tied. Under a minute to play in the first period. A long lead ahead for St. Louis Park. There's Seymour, he's tripped up at center. Good stick by Will, and Will has sent himself free. Here's Seymour, and he scores! And Seymour, and just like that, New Prague leads 2-1. So 15 minutes of nothing, and then you put a shift or two together, you force a couple of turnovers in the neutral zone, and Seymour puts that one on the tally, and somehow, some way, New Prague leads 2-1. That one's going to be at 16:28. Seymour unassisted. So Beckius gets his 12th of the year. Seymour now his 13th. And St. Louis Park reeling a little bit. St. Louis, I mean, the Orioles really didn't turn over pucks for 13 minutes, and then, New Prague's turned them over 4 times in the neutral zone in the last 3 shifts. Here's Connor Williams to center with 15 seconds left. He's going to chip deep, but gives Seymour a lot of credit for it. Now Williams forces a turnover with 8 seconds to go in the period. Williams shoots, and they score again! As New Prague gets 3 in the last minute, 05. All 3 goals via Orioles turnovers, and New Prague capitalizes on all 3. 6 seconds to go in the first, and New Prague scores again. Here's the goal. A turnover in the wrong spot of the ice. Or here's the Seymour goal, excuse me. All right, we're taking a look at the Seymour goal here. And that's gonna do it for the end of the first period. We'll listen to the goal announcement. But New Prague leading 3-1. And to be quite honest, didn't have much going offensively for a lot of that period. It's going to be Engelking on the goal.
Assisted by number 18, Borwege, and number 17, Connor Williams.
So Connor Williams forced the turnover in the neutral zone. Borwege is going to get the goal. Engelking's going to get the goal. Assist by Borwege and Connor Williams. And just a weird end of the period as New Prague gets goals at 15:55, at 16:28, and 16:54, and New Prague leads 3-1. And we're going to have head coach Brad Drazen join us here in just a moment. Nice to see Engelking rewarded. I know I was talking a lot about him on Thursday. I don't think he had a bunch of good games in a row, and then I really thought a play down in Laverne a shot block and breakaway and a penalty shot awarded. Kind of got Brady's confidence going. I thought he was really good in the first 2 periods the other night. And nice to see Brady get rewarded there with his 5th. Coach Drazen's going to join us here in just a second. He needs more slack. Coach, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you got me.
Perfect, yes. We are now joined by head coach Brad Drazen. Coach, kind of nothing going on offensively for you guys for most of the period, and then you guys started turning them over in the neutral zone, and I think all 3 goals started with you guys turning them over. Talk about how important that is to what you're trying to do offensively.
Yeah, obviously offensively it wasn't the greatest start, but it was a decent start defensively. They didn't have much in the middle. We kept it to the outside, and we kind of weathered the storm a little bit, and then we got back. Really, again, I think that the turnovers at the blue line have to stop, and they have to get deep on offensively for us.
Coach, a couple guys on your third line. First, talk about Brady Engelking. Maybe not the start of the season that he wanted to have. I thought he had a really good shot block against Laverne, which ended up in a penalty shot. I thought he was one of your best forwards in the first 2 periods the other night, and he gets rewarded with the last one. Nice to see him rewarded, and his confidence seems to be improving.
Yeah, and really when guys are struggling with confidence, we just talk about doing the little things right, like winning a race on a forecheck, blocking a shot like you mentioned against Laverne, and that can hopefully be something that you start to build off of and feel better about. And he's done that. He's done a great job.
The one other guy in the third line, Carson Myers, kind of the do-everything guy for you. Whether it's a third-line winger, left side, right side. You moved him to center ice because of some injuries, a penalty killer for you. All of your seniors contribute. He maybe doesn't get the fanfare that some other guys do, but talk about the importance of what Carson brings to your team.
No, it's great. You can rely on him. You know what you're going to get every shift out of him. He's really good defensively. He's not afraid of a battle. He's smart and does, like you said, just about everything for us. And even you'll see him a little bit out on the second power play unit. And it's great to have a guy like that, with senior veteran type leadership. So good stuff.
Coach, last thing, give us something to look forward to other than maybe the turnovers at our own blue line. What's something else that we need to see improve that's going to help us beat St. Louis Park today?
I think if you're watching, like when they're skating with the puck, are we, back pressure? Are we pressuring the puck as they're carrying it in? And also a really good forecheck with our first guy going really hard and trying to put pressure on their defense.
Very good. Thank you, Coach Drazen.
Thank you.
Fun end of the periods. After 1 period of play, the New Prague Trojans lead the St. Louis Park Orioles 3-1 as New Prague gets goals at 15:55 by Michael Beckius from Easton Bosch. Goal at 16:28, Will Seymour unassisted, and a goal with 6 seconds to go in the first period. Brady Engelking from Cade Borwege and Connor Williams. So it's New Prague 3, St. Louis Park 1. We are going to take a commercial timeout, and we want to thank the sponsors for allowing this live stream to happen. When we come back, we'll wrap up the first, set the stage for the second. You're watching New Prague Trojans Boys Hockey.
For over 90 years, Witt Construction has been building dreams in New Prague and the surrounding communities. They're a family-owned and operated business and are proud to be led by former New Prague Trojan hockey players who understand the importance of teamwork and dedication. That's why they're committed to providing their customers with the best possible experience. Whether you're building a new custom home, renovating your existing home, or need commercial construction services, they'll work with you to create a space that meets your unique needs and budget. They also offer a wide range of other services, including excavation and deck building. So no matter what your project is, they can help you get it done right. Visit their website or call them today for more information.
Game Time for Good is brought to you by Simon's Ace Hardware and is proud to support local charities, including 360 Communities.
360 Communities delivers safety and stability that improves lives. We build trust, one relationship at a time, and surround people with holistic programs and resources that ensure safe and healthy homes, address hunger and homelessness, and increase high school graduation rates. With community support, we lay the foundation for a better tomorrow. 360 Communities. Help in the moment, hope for the future.
Simon's Ace Hardware is your four-season home headquarters. They feature top-notch mowers and snow throwers from Toro and Ego, grills from Weber, Traeger, Big Green Egg, and Blackstone Griddles, and of course, interior and exterior paints and stains from Benjamin Moore and Clark and Kensington. Visit one of Simon's Ace Hardware stores, 6 locations, including stores in Uptown and downtown Lakeville today.
Imagine a world where every high school hockey player has the opportunity to shine on the ice. A world where talent and passion can blossom regardless of circumstance. You can help make that dream a reality. Support the New Prague Blue Line Club. Your generous contribution.
And welcome back. We are after one period of play. I want to thank Coach Drazen for joining us there after the first period. A weird one, and hockey can get that way sometimes. New Prague has nothing going offensively. I would even say 0 scoring chances through the first 14 minutes, and then turnover forced in the neutral zone. Easton Bosch forces the turnover, sends the puck behind the net, and Michael Beckius just spins from the red line and sends the puck to the slot. Try to put the puck into the hard areas. Beckius did that, hits an Oriole skate, goes into the net, and New Prague gets a dirty garbage one at 15:55. Beckius is 12th, Easton Bosch's 9th point on the assist. Just 33 seconds after that, the captain, Will Seymour, forces a turnover in the neutral zone. He springs himself in on a breakaway, makes no mistake, going blocker side. Seymour unassisted, his 13th goal of the year, 35th point for the New Prague captain. New Prague says we're not done. 26 seconds after that, turnover forced by Connor Williams in the neutral zone. Puck ends up on Cade Borwege's stick, and the eventual tap-in by junior winger Brady Engelking, his 5th of the season. And New Prague, in 59 seconds, scores 3 times, and they lead 3-1 after 1 period of play. The Zamboni just entered the ice surface just a minute ago, so we are about 12 minutes away from the second period starting. And St. Louis Park will try to regroup after a really a poor last minute and 5 seconds. So do anticipate the Orioles pushing forward, and we'll see what some of the things that Coach Drazen talked about when the Orioles are on the rush. Are the New Prague Trojan forwards back checking hard? Again, it sounded like Coach Drazen was pleased with the defensive structure of that first period. We did see numerous times centering passes by the Orioles knocked away by New Prague defensemen in the right spot at the right time. And when St. Louis Park was having offensive zone time, a lot of that stuff was to the outside, and not as dangerous offensively as maybe they could be or will try to be going forward. So it looks like New Prague happy with their play defensively in their own end, happy with the turnovers that they were forcing in the last few minutes, last few shifts of the first period. Now need to get more offensive, more sustained offensive attack, more zone time, gaining the blue line with speed, and to make that next pass, to make that next play for New Prague. Even without that, they did tally 3 times, and the Trojans lead St. Louis Park 3-1 after 1 period of play. We're going to take our timeout, grab something to drink, grab something to eat. We'll take your timeout as well. We are about 10 minutes away from the second period starting, so we're going to take our break. Once again, Trojans lead 3-1. We'll be back in 10 minutes for the second period of play. You're watching New Prague Trojans boys hockey.
over 90 years, Witt Construction has been building dreams in New Prague and the surrounding communities. They're a family-owned and operated business and are proud to be led by former New Prague Trojan hockey players who understand the importance of teamwork and dedication. That's why they're committed to providing their customers with the best possible experience. Whether you're building a new custom home, renovating your existing home, or need commercial construction services, they'll work with you to create a space that meets your unique needs and budget. They also will offer a wide range of other services, including excavation and deck building. So no matter what your project is, they can help you get it done right. Visit their website or call them today for more information.
Game Time for Good is brought to you by Simon's Ace Hardware and is proud to support local charities, including 360 Communities.
360 Communities delivers safety and stability that improves lives. We build trust, one relationship at a time, and surround people with holistic programs and resources that ensure safe and healthy homes, address hunger and homelessness, and increase high school graduation rates. With community support, we lay the foundation for a better tomorrow. 360 Communities. Help in the moment, hope for the future.
Simon's Ace Hardware is your four-season home headquarters. They feature top-notch mowers and snow throwers from Toro and Ego, grills from Weber, Traeger, Big Green Egg, and Blackstone griddles, and of course, interior and exterior paints and stains from Benjamin Moore and Clark and Kensington. Visit one of Simon's Ace Hardware stores, 6 locations, including stores in Uptown and downtown Lakeville today.
Imagine a world where every high school hockey player has the opportunity to shine on the ice. A world where talent and passion can blossom regardless of circumstance. You can help make that dream a reality. Support the New Prague Blue Line Club. Your generous contribution, however big or small, will make a world of difference. The New Prague Blue
And welcome back. We're getting ready for the second period of action between the New Prague Trojans and St. Louis Park Orioles. St. Louis Park scored first in the first period. A goal at 11:08. Max Ryder from Owen Anklam and Sam Fuller was the official tally. Again, Ryder from Anklam and Fuller at 11:08. The Orioles also had what they thought was another goal, but after a long deliberation between the referees and linesmen, the three came together and decided the net was off its moorings. So no goal. That one waved off. So just 1-0 with under 2 minutes to play in the first period. And then New Prague got their persistence in the neutral zone going and forced numerous turnovers, and 3 of them ended up in the back of the Orioles net. At 15:55, Michael Beckius from below the red line assisted from Easton Bosch. 33 seconds after that, Will Seymour unassisted. 26 seconds after that, Brady Engelking from Cade Borwege and Connor Williams. All 3 goals generated by forcing turnovers in the neutral zone with good, strong sticks and anticipation, something that didn't happen much in the first 12 to 13 minutes of the period. But something flipped, and New Prague started committing themselves to forcing neutral zone turnovers, which did allow some offensive zone time. And then a little puck luck on the side of the Trojans as well. Never a bad thing in hockey. Beckius throws his puck to the net, hits a skate, and goes in. Seymour forced a turnover in the neutral zone, and Will sprung himself on a breakaway and made no mistake. The excellent wrist shot past the blocker, and then almost a nothing play. Connor Williams forces the turnover in the neutral zone and ends up hitting traffic, and Brady Engelking on the doorstep, standing in the right place at the right time with the tap in. Those are the 3 goals. So 3 goals, 59 seconds apart. Beckius, Seymour, and Engelking. And New Prague looking for their 11th win of the year, and they lead 3-1 as we're ready to go here in period number 2. No change in net for St. Louis Park. Middleton back between the pipes. Eric Bergline going to start for New Prague. New Prague will go left to right here in their home whites. And St. Louis Park 7-9 on the season. Just like Jefferson, though, it's a different 7-9. They play a very, very difficult schedule and have had some good wins. Just beating Jefferson 6-2 or 7-2, whatever it was, just 10 days ago. Shutting out Waconia 5-0 or 6-0 the other night. This is a St. Louis Park team with a really good top line. Who was dangerous. Here's Eric Berg coming down. Potential for a 3-on-1 as Berg tries to beat Middleton to the glove, goes high and wide. Kept in by Dylan Clark. Clark's hit there, and St. Louis Park comes 2-on-1. It's going to be Clark's going to take a slashing penalty as, Dylan's got to go there. Took an extra shot at a prone Orioles player. So a 2-on-1. Murphy ends up making the save. St. Louis Park didn't get a great opportunity. New Prague hasn't been shorthanded yet, but Clark's going to go for either slashing or roughing. It is a good call. It is roughing as Dylan came together with the Orioles player on the ice, and Dylan trying to free himself or free his stick, took an extra shot at him in front of the referee. So Clark goes for roughing at 22 seconds, and St. Louis Park trailing by 2 on the power play for the first time. Off the draw, there's Sean Christensen to the line, not out. Braden Woitas, Michael Beckius, Sean Christensen, and Chase Vacek on the ice for New Prague. There's a good job by Woitas in the passing lane. He couldn't clear, but he stays with it, and good pursuit by Braden Woitas. He tried to get the puck out once. If at first you don't succeed, try again, and Braden did that. Very good play there by the New Prague forward. Here's wide rush by the Orioles. Leading goal scorer, this is Griffin Krone. All right, with leading point guy as Krone wheels all the way around the zone, and a wrist shot into Murphy's chest. Griffin Krone, not the leading goal scorer, but the leading point man for St. Louis Park, has 34 points on the year. Number 4 in black, 13 goals, 21 assists. The leading goal scorer is number 5, Max Ryder, who had St. Louis Park's first, his 16th of the year to open the scoring. St. Louis Park on the power play, another minute, 7 seconds. Orioles working, shot, and they're going to count it. As goaltender Cole Murphy was saying it was played with a high stick. Referee says no, that the stick was under the bar, and St. Louis Park scores on the power play. Let's take a look. That was very close to being hit with a high stick above the bar. Puck sent to Murphy, and it is close. Watching the replay there, obviously you can see the replay at home as well. Very, very close, but the referee decisive on that call said it was good. And St. Louis Park does score on the power play at 1:20 of period number 2. So first time New Prague shorthanded, it does hurt them. St. Louis Park cuts the lead in half, so we're now 3-2. There's Thomas Christensen. Behind the New Prague net, St. Louis Park sniffing for the equalizer. Again, 3-2. Power play goal for St. Louis Park here early in the second. They do have the puck in the New Prague zone. Trojans, there's Eric Berg chipping up the wall. Williams after it. A couple of Trojans run into each other, and St. Louis Park maintains zone time. Berg rubs his guy off the puck here. Seymour, Will almost had a break. A last-ditch effort by the Orioles defenseman, number 3, Henry Schrader, stopped that attack. Puck's back in the New Prague end. Engelking coming down, working there, back to the point. Wrist shot hits traffic. Williams to center, will push to himself. They'll wave off icing. And Carson Myers now on the forecheck, joined again by Engelking. Here's Jackson Woitas, puck searching. Myers picks off the errant pass, and he will fire in. 14-14 to play, second period. We are now a 3-2 hockey game at 1:20 of the second. St. Louis Park on the power play. Goal by Trey Janssen, assisted by Max Ryder. There's Myers sending wide. Carson gets his own retrieval. Forehand behind the net. Jackson Woitas working there with Engelking. Engelking centering pass. Kept in by Vacek, and now finally cleared to center. Here comes St. Louis Park. Gaining the blue line. Otremba back. 3 New Prague players on the wall. Orioles still with offensive zone pressure. 13:30 to go in the period. Centering pass to the point. Engelking goes down for the shot block. Here's a shot opportunity. First off the stick of Woitas, the skate, then off of Vacek. New Prague's running around a little bit in their own end here. St. Louis Park's dangerous. Centering pass goes through the slot. A long shift for the forwards for New Prague. Lacking some energy here. They need a clear and need one badly. Tremba up the wall. Engelking will have it, and he will get the puck out. New Prague badly needs a change. Woitas and Engelking will get out, and there goes Myers. So the change does happen. So dangerous few minutes, and here comes Bosch. Bosch with Beckius. And just early and offsides at the line. Boy, it looked like a potential for a 2-on-1. As blown down by the referees. He determined that Beckius went in just a count early as Bosch was streaking past the blue line. 12:45 to play, second period, 3-2 New Prague. Shots on goal, 11 for St. Louis Park, 8 for New Prague. Again, the end, this game and end of a grueling stretch of games for New Prague. There's Dylan Clark, sends in on net. Middleton leaves for his defenseman. Here is Griffin Krone. Krone ahead for Ryder, who's got a goal and assist on the game. Pass across, and the puck, I think it hit the outside of the post, I believe. Here's Bosch up the right wing. There's more chances here in the second period than there was in the first, that's for sure. There's Woitas, who does have good energy here tonight. Down for Seymour. Woitas, Beckius, and Seymour up front here. We saw that happen late in the Bloomington Jefferson game as they started giving Will Seymour extra shifts. Here's St. Louis Park, dangerous, and they bang one home. A late developing 3-on-2 shot from the slot, hit traffic, and the puck lands at the feet of Griffin Krone, and he bangs it home, and we're tied at 3. Yeah, kind of a 3-on-2 without speed, but with numbers. Puck shot towards Murphy. It didn't get through. It hit the defenseman, but again, the puck luck that happened for New Prague late in the first happens there for St. Louis Park, and it seems to always happen to the best players. And the leading goal scorers sometimes have the pucks come to them, as Griffin Krone did there. He gets the goal. Puck sent to center, so we're now tied at 3. Schrader with the assist. And we'll get the second assist to you when we can. So St. Louis Park with 2 goals here to start the second. They have tied it up. We are 3-3. This is the goal at 5:32 of period number 2. Here's Connor Williams on his forehand. Gaining the blue line, Seymour takes the puck over there. New Prague needs an answer. Here's Williams in the slot. Backhander softly, and would have gone over the net, but fielded there and gloved by Middleton for a whistle with 11:15 to play in the second. The St. Louis Park got an early power play here in the period, made no mistakes, put one home, and then they get the tire there at 5:32. 12-9 shots on goal. As Park has the puck, they'll gain the red line, fired in, gloved by Murphy and held, and we'll get another whistle here with 11:07 to play in the second. So 6 goals through 22 minutes, and I don't think we're done yet. A late defensive change for New Prague is Borwege and Clark back on the ice. Fourth line's first shift of the second period for head coach Drazen. Patty O'Rourke, Max Hansel, and Jack Menke, the same fourth line from the other night. There's a draw 1, and the shot attempt hit Borwege and just fluttered wide of Murphy. Here's Hansel in his own end, sends for O'Rourke, turned over, shot, and don't believe it got through, hit a shin pad in front. New Prague has done a good job blocking shots in this game. There's Clark behind the net. Here's Hansel. Hansel, good pass from Menke. Good pass ahead for Borwege. New Prague puts a couple of passes together. Borwege has the puck knocked off of his stick. Good stick there by Clark. Orioles behind the red line. And Dylan Clark takes the puck there. An Orioles forward shaken up a little bit, and that's going to allow Borwege to skate unmolested to center. Ahead for Menke. New Prague bench asking for it to get deep. It does not. And a long stretch pass. Haven't seen many of those. Errantly. And goes past the red line for icing. And the faceoff will come back in the New Prague end. 10:16 to play, second period, knotted at 3. Shots on goal, 14 for Park, 9 for New Prague. Beckius, Woitas, and Bosch, the forwards up front for the Trojans. Draw one and handled by St. Louis Park. Bosch on the forecheck. Orioles exit their zone safely, tipped in by Krone. To the line and not out. Sent, rung around the boards. There's Ryder centering pass in front. Bosch takes over. Bosch will send deep. Woitas will forecheck there. He'll move the puck behind the Orioles net. Beckius sends his guy into the boards. Christensen Thomas, that is, sends towards the net. Nothing going there. There's a wrist shot save. Rebound. Good save by Murphy on the rebound. First shot handled. Second one, Murphy's best save of the game. Middleton almost turned it over to Beckius, who has the puck go off his glove. Jackson Woitas' attempt is blocked. Beckius for Woitas. Woitas centering pass. Engelking sniffing there. And if it wasn't for the big stick of Middleton, that would have been a tap in for Brady. So New Prague pushing for the first time here in the second period. Orioles have to take a icing. And we got a face-off with 9:09 to play in the second. Myers, Engelking, and Woitas. Again, Engelking with a goal, the third one for New Prague, his 5th goal of the year. We did talk about him a little bit at the end of the first intermission, getting some confidence going here as the season reaches the midway. And there's another one. St. Louis Park gets their third as they gain the blue line, drop pass to an unchecked forward, number 34, Marty Hirte. And St. Louis Park scores again at 8:04 of this second period. Let's take a look at that goal. As Hirte had too much time and space after the zone entry. As the unchecked forward goes under the glove of goaltender Cole Murphy, and New Prague now trails for the second time in this game. Now they trail 4-3. Here's Connor Williams with a shot off the blocker of Middleton. And Williams working hard in the slot. Here's Seymour with a shot, and he fired it wide. New Prague dangerous after the goal. And St. Louis Park will skate to center. Here is, didn't get the Tyler Hess on the assist there for St. Louis Park. Marty Hirte from Tyler Hess at 8:02. Puck sent behind Murphy. Centering pass dangerous there. Goes through the legs of Trey Janssen, the first goal scorer for St. Louis Park. Here's Berg trying to gain the blue line. Long turned over there at the blue. And a long lead pass for Griffin Krone, just out of his reach, and we'll go for icing. And we'll get a face-off in St. Louis Park's end. 7:56 to play in period number 2. A little sloppy, both teams a little sloppy in their own end here in the second period. Here's a Woitas off the draw, face-off win by Beckius. His shot hits traffic. There's Ryder at center. Is swept in by Krone. Boy, the top line for St. Louis Park seems like they never leave the ice, to be honest. They're on the ice a lot. Here's Ryder across the blue. His shot deflected nicely by Beckius. Ryder comes together, and he's going to go. We're going to call roughing there on the Orioles. As Max Ryder's going to go for rough. Let's take a look here. Look like two guys together behind the net. As a Ryder with the shot, tried to get his own. And they're going to grab him for roughing. Ryder for roughing, and New Prague their second manpower advantage. Not sure if he got his arm up or maybe made some contact high. Looked clean live, but again, it was a long way away from us. New Prague wins the draw. Offensive zone trying to tie the game on the power play. Here's Seymour. Beckius at the point. Beckius for Seymour. Good centering pass for Berg. Puck is still loose. Tumbling players battling in front, and now the goaltender Middleton will knock it away. We get a whistle and a scrum. Boy, just a lot of players around the net there as the puck never controlled. Good job by the official there to keep that play going. And Connor Williams for sure was on the doorstep. It looked like Braden Woitas was hanging around the net as well. So 23 seconds into the power play, the second power play for New Prague. Did not click on their first one. Woitas on the draw, trying to tie the hockey game. Again, St. Louis Park has all 3 goals here in the second. New Prague trails 4-3. Shot by Berg, deflected up over St. Louis Park netminder. Here's Berg. Williams dangerous. His shot goes just wide. Seymour left point will interchange with Beckius. Seymour's shot tipped wide. Good possession for New Prague. Here's Seymour, Beckius. Beckius sends in front, looking for Berg across the goal mouth, and the New Prague can't maintain possession, and the puck is sent all the way down. 1 minute to go in the power play. New Prague, good possession, good zone time, moving the puck. Here's Beckius by himself. Here's Woitas, and Woitas springs for a potential breakaway, and it just failed there as they tried to spring Drew Henney for the breakaway, and that's a couple of times they've tried to spring number 9 in black. Is a Seymour, good pass ahead for Beckius, 34 seconds. Beckius gains the blue line and will stop there. It's a passive penalty kill for St. Louis Park. That wrister sent wide. Williams on the half wall. Williams will walk across the line. Here's Beckius, slap shot wide. Again for Williams. Again, it's a defense. It's a passively structured PK. Here's Connor Williams. He hits the shot blocker. Rebound in the left pad. There's a save by Middleton. Here is Will Seymour, right point. Beckius sends he hits the shot blocker, and the St. Louis Park bench erupts as a couple of courageous shot blocks. That should be offsides, and it is. Offsides, the whistle and the call. And the New Prague power play had possession, had zone time, and just failed to click there. But I thought the power play moved the puck pretty well. I actually think that was a more positive than negative for sure, as the Trojans trying to reclaim momentum here in the second. If you are just joining us, New Prague led 3-1 after 1. St. Louis Park has scored 3 times here in the second. They lead 4-3, 5:21 to play in the period. There's Thomas Christensen up ahead for Bosch. Bosch has the puck go over his stick. There's Krone for Ryder. Again, top line on the ice again for St. Louis Park. Centering pass in front. Failing. St. Louis Park, very dangerous. And a good stick, whether it was Jackson Woitas or Sean Christensen. New Prague saved a goal there. As the Orioles skate ahead. Myers, though, takes the puck. Pass for Patty O'Rourke. O'Rourke tried a return pass. Failed. And then St. Louis Park's third opportunity at a stretch pass here in the second period. Another one just missed. Will go for icing and a draw in their end. 4:42 to play in the second period. Boy, the Orioles were very, very dangerous. And I don't know if it was Sean Christensen or Jackson Woitas. One of the two had a good stick to take away a tap-in for the Orioles. St. Louis Park will shoot in. Icing waved off as he ruled he just gained the red. Dylan Clark takes the puck. He'll skate away with sent for Jack Menke. Mankey forward for O'Rourke. That was a good touch by Jack. Not hard enough for icing, but good enough to gain the zone. Orioles, though, do take over the puck. A wide rush there. Set in front. Good job by Mankey knocking his dangerous player away. There's a good open ice hit by the Orioles as Cade Borwege lugging the puck. Mankey sends into the blocker. Line change for New Prague will allow St. Louis Park to gain the zone. There's a backhand opportunity into the glove of Murphy. And we get a whistle. I don't know what that whistle's for. The net is off the moorings again. The net is off. Left post, blown dead by the officials. We'll get a face-off to Cole Murphy's left. 3:52 to play in the second period. And shots on goal were 9-8 after one. 10-4 for St. Louis Park in the period. Beckius on the draw for New Prague. Not a great period for New Prague, but the power play, they did have some chances on the power play, just missed on a couple. Bosch's pass knocked away by St. Louis Park. Sean Christensen hit there. Good pass by Sean for Woitas. Woitas ahead for Bosch. Tries to tip in. Puck lands unclaimed for a little bit. Good back check by Braden. Nobody really making good passes here. A couple of turnovers each side. And now New Prague, though, they go D to D. That's Vacek and Christensen together, and that pass for Bosch was a good one. So a couple of good plays there by New Prague, and that's going to eventually lead to the turnover as Woitas took it, but his pass for Seymour fails. St. Louis Park reclaims, and they'll fire in line change with 3 minutes to play in the second. Vacek for Christensen. Eric Berg comes back in support in his own end. A lunging Williams knocks the puck to center. Park fires in. Christensen, it's actually a delayed offsides, and St. Louis Park didn't touch up, so we're going to get a face-off in the neutral zone. 2:48 to play in the second period, and they're going to call that an intentional offsides, similar to the play in the first period where New Prague was, or Connor Williams was caught for that. As after deliberations, they do move the faceoff back into the Orioles' net, or zone, excuse me. St. Louis Park does win the defensive zone draw, and here comes Griffin Krone. Griffin Krone left wing, goes around Clark. Stood up there by Berg to the point with time and space there. Pass across, sent away, and Krone with the backhand into the slot, and the net is knocked off again as Connor Williams tried to skate away with it. We'll get another face-off with 2:27 to go. You can see the skill level of that top line. Sam Fuller with Max Ryder and Griffin Krone, 4, 5, and 8 up front for St. Louis Park. The goals in the game, Ryder and Krone each have one. Trey Janssen with one, and Marty Hirte. Janssen, Hirte, Krone, and Ryder, the 4 goal scorers for St. Louis Park. Engelking, Seymour, and Beckius, the 3 for New Prague, as that is fired all the way down the ice, and we'll go for icing, and we get another whistle with 2:14 to play in the second. So again, our next broadcast will be Saturday, section home game against Rochester Century. That it will be it's a night game Saturday. So our last couple of home games have been 3 o'clock games, but next Saturday's home game will be a 7 o'clock start. Draw one by St. Louis Park, and the Orioles slap shot through from the point. That's Jack Betzer, but Cole Murphy up to the task with the left glove, and another whistle with 2:11 left in the second. Kind of a slow-moving last couple minutes, a lot of whistles. Offsides, icings, stoppages. And Berg on the draw. Won again by Park. Here's Vacek with speed. Vacek, good pass for Seymour. That will allow the zone exit. Here's Seymour going wide. Centering for Berg. Berg's in front and has it roll off his stick. Most dangerous 5-on-5 chance for New Prague in a while. Orioles send in. Here's Sean Christensen there. Good job by Christensen on the forehand, but somehow eludes Williams. Puck sent behind the Trojans' net, bouncing in front, and Connor will take over there. Williams and Vacek will join him 2-on-2. Just onside. Vacek after the park, centers, looking for Williams. Repoked forward by Vacek. Puck hits Beckius and squirts over the line, so New Prague will have to touch up. Here's Beckius gaining the blue. Beckius dances around his defenseman. Here's Michael trying to go short side, and a good shoulder save by Middleton. And just missed. Beckius just missed there, getting his second. There was a little room over the right shoulder, but Middleton shrugged it off, stood tall, eventually leading it to an icing and an offensive zone draw for New Prague. Seymour is going to take Bosch's shift here with 1:10 to go. Was Drazen trying to steal a couple extra shifts for Seymour since New Prague's trailing by 1. Attempt by Woitas off the offensive zone win. Here's Ryder coming in, and Clark does a good job with Seymour on back pressure as well. That puck is sent off the helmet of Murphy, and I think that was intentionally done. I think Max Ryder was trying to bank that in off the New Prague netminder. We get a whistle, and we're going to get a face-off in the neutral zone, offsides with 48 seconds, to play in the second period. Once again, 4-3 St. Louis Park. They have scored 3 times here in the second frame. And New Prague, which has come back from deficits in their last 3 games, will have to do so again. Here's Williams on the wall. 40 seconds to play in the second. He is thrown off the puck and dumped to the ice. There's Ryder ahead for Krone. Krone has the puck knocked away by Vacek. Does end up winning the puck, takes the puck to the net, and a good save by Murphy. A decisive drive by Krone. All right, let's take a look at that opportunity and the save by Cole. Krone, who has 1 goal on the game, eludes the New Prague defenseman, and he takes the puck to the goal mouth with purpose, and a good save by Murphy. He has 17 saves in the game. Again, top line on the ice for St. Louis Park, at least every other shift. Puck sent to center as Williams racing after it. Seymour with him there. Krone with the puck with 8 seconds to play in the period. Pass ahead for Ryder, knocked away by Christensen, and eluding the St. Louis Park winger, number 27, Henry Schultz. Berg will fire to center, and that will end the second period of play. So New Prague, the energy created at the end of the first period, getting 3 goals in 59 seconds. Unable to be sustained after the intermission, as St. Louis Park scores at 1:20 on the power play. Tie the game at 3 at 5:32, and then at 8:02, they do take the lead. So if New Prague's going to win or get a point in this one, they're going to have to win the third, and they will try to do that after an intermission break. We are after 2 periods of play. Shots on goal, St. Louis Park 21, New Prague 13. Orioles lead 4-3. We will take a commercial timeout. When we come back, we'll wrap up the second, get you set for the third. You're watching New Prague Trojans boys hockey.
For over 90 years, Witt Construction has been building dreams in New Prague and the surrounding communities. They're a family-owned and operated business and are proud to be led by former New Prague Trojan hockey players who understand the importance of teamwork and dedication. That's why they're committed to providing their customers with the best possible experience. Whether you're building a new custom home, renovating your existing home, or need commercial construction services, they'll work with you to create a space that meets your unique needs and budget. They also offer a wide range of other services, including excavation and deck work. So no matter what your project is, they can help you get it done right. Visit their website or call them today for more information.
Time for Good is brought to you by Simon's Ace Hardware and is proud to support local charities, including 360 Communities.
360 Communities delivers safety and stability that improves lives. We build trust, one relationship at a time, and surround people with holistic programs and resources that ensure safe and healthy homes, address hunger and homelessness, and increase high school graduation rates. With community support, we lay the foundation for a better tomorrow. 360 Communities. Help in the moment, hope for the future.
Simon's Ace Hardware is your four-season home headquarters. They feature top-notch mowers and snow throwers from Toro and Ego, grills from Weber, Traeger, Big Green Egg, and Blackstone griddles, and of course, interior and exterior paints and stains from Benjamin Moore and Clark and Kensington. Visit one of Simon's Ace Hardware stores, 6 locations, including stores in Uptown and downtown Lakeville today.
Imagine a world where every high school hockey player has the opportunity to shine on the ice. A world where talent and passion can blossom regardless of circumstance. You can help make that dream a reality. Support the New Prague Blue Line Club. Your generous contribution, however big or small, will make a world of difference. The New Prague Blue Line Hockey Club is a nonprofit organization dedicated to supporting the New Prague boys high school hockey team. Your financial support provides essential resources for training, equipment, meals, ice time, and most importantly, the live stream you are watching now.
And welcome back. We're at the second intermission. We are about 6 minutes of time before the third period will start. New Prague trailing in this one 4-3 against a good St. Louis Park team with a couple of really good forwards, Griffin Krone and Max Ryder, showing their skill level in the second period for St. Louis Park. Again, New Prague led 3-1 after one. St. Louis Park gets a power play goal at 1:20. That goal by Trey Janssen. Krone scores at 5:32 to tie it, and then at 8:02 of the second period, Marty Hirte, the go-ahead goal for St. Louis Park. On the power play in this game, St. Louis Park is 1 for 2. New Prague is 0 for 2 on the man advantage. Shots on goal, St. Louis Park leads 22-20. Second period totals, the Orioles had 14 and the Trojans with 11. New Prague goal scorers in the game, if you are just joining us, goals for Michael Beckius, Will Seymour, and Brady Engelking. All three goals scored within 59 seconds of each other late in the first period. After St. Louis Park did get their goals in the second, I do think New Prague did have a couple of good opportunities pushing forward offensively, but not enough sustained pressure in this game for them. Now trailing by a goal, they are going to have to find some offense and some consistent, sustained pressure. That's what the words I'm looking for. Consistent, sustained pressure if they're going to tie this one and eventually go ahead. If there's a team that can do it, though, it is your Trojans. Again, 10 wins on the year. They have overcome numerous games with deficits. 2-goal deficit on Saturday against Waconia. Trailed a few times against Laverne, down in Waseca against Tuesday, and then obviously against Bloomington Jefferson, they trailed with just 2 minutes to play before tying that one up. So it's a team that has been resilient in the last couple weeks, and they'll need to do so again. We're going to take our last commercial timeout of the game. When we come back from commercial break, we will have the third period of action for you. St. Louis Park 4, New Prague 3. You're watching Trojans Boys Hockey.
For over 90 years, Witt Construction has been building dreams in New Prague and the surrounding communities. They're a family-owned and operated business and are proud to be led by former New Prague Trojan hockey players who understand the importance of teamwork and dedication. That's why they're committed to providing their customers with the best possible experience. Whether you're building a new custom home, renovating your existing home, or need commercial construction services, they'll work with you to create a space that meets your unique needs and budget. They also will offer a wide range of other services, including excavation and deck building. So no matter what your project is, they can help you get it done right. Visit their website or call them today for more information.
Game Time for Good is brought to you by Simon's Ace Hardware and is proud to support local charities, including 360 Communities.
360 Communities delivers safety and stability that improves lives. We build trust, one relationship at a time, and surround people with holistic programs and resources that ensure safe and healthy homes, address hunger and homelessness, and increase high school graduation rates. With community support, we lay the foundation for a better tomorrow. 360 Communities. Help in the moment, hope for the future.
Simon's Ace Hardware is your four-season home headquarters. They feature top-notch mowers and snow throwers from Toro and Ego, grills from Weber, Traeger, Big Green Egg, and Blackstone griddles, and of course, interior and exterior paints and stains from Benjamin Moore and Clark and Kensington. Visit one of Simon's Ace Hardware stores, 6 locations, including stores in Uptown and downtown Lakeville today.
Imagine a world where every high school hockey player has the opportunity to shine on the ice. A world where talent and passion can blossom regardless of circumstance. You can help make that dream a reality. Support the New Prague Blue Line Club. Your generous contribution, however big or small, will make a world of difference. The New Prague Blue Line Hockey Club is a nonprofit organization dedicated to supporting the New Prague.
And welcome back. We are at the New Prague Area Community Center getting ready for the third period of action. Yeah, it should be a good one. St. Louis Park leads 4-3, and all New Prague's done over the last 2 weeks is played close one-goal games, and they do it again here against a talented St. Louis Park Orioles team. St. Louis Park coming in with a 7-9 record. A couple of kids up front, Griffin Krone and Max Ryder, who have in the mid-30s for points, just 16 games through the year. and have been all over the score sheet here early on, or actually through 2 periods of play. So New Prague down a goal, familiar territory. And they've overcome this deficit time and time again, and will need to do so here. Things New Prague's going to have to do a little bit better is through the neutral zone with speed. And we heard Coach Drazen talk about at the end of the first intermission. Some of the turnovers at the blue line need to go away. Managing the puck just a little bit better, and offensive. When the New Prague did get the 3 goals at the end of the first period, it was started by forcing turnovers in the neutral zone, in between the Orioles blue line and the red line. Whether it was Easton Bosch forcing the turnover on Beckius' goal, or Seymour first forcing the turnover to get himself a breakaway goal, or Connor Williams forcing a turnover on Engelking's goal. Forcing New Prague turnovers in the neutral zone can and will lead to offense, and I think New Prague's going to need some of that here in the third period if they're going to tie it up and eventually take the lead. Berg line on the ice for New Prague. Again, St. Louis Park starts third period of action, up a goal. Puck shot in, a centering pass in front, sent for the top line center for St. Louis Park, Sam Fuller. That's Sam Fuller's number 8. Who plays center with Krone and Ryder on his wings. We're just underway, period 3. Puck's at center, Sean Christensen for Beckius. Beckius gains the blue. Puck squirted away for a second. Bosch claims. His shot, though, rolls off his stick. Orioles come to the line. They do gain the Trojans blue line. Good play by Sean Christensen, though. Christensen did a good job anticipating the skilled Krone on which direction he was going to go, and Christensen beat him to the spot and did a nice job checking there as the last man back for New Prague. So strong play by Sean Christensen. Eventually leads to the puck out of play. We'll get a whistle in the neutral zone with 15:56 to play in regulation. Engelking has his stick lifted. Orioles will shoot in. And we'll see if the St. Louis Park changes their style a little bit, now playing up a goal in the third. Myers will wheel wound for Engelking. Chipped and supported by Thomas Christensen, who sends to center. Puck comes back to Thomas, and Thomas turns it over. Here come the Orioles in. Shoot and save by Cole Murphy. A big save for the junior netminder. A turnover in the just outside the blue line by New Prague, and does allow to a pretty good opportunity for number 34, Marty Hirte. Hirte was he does have the game winner if it were to end now. Hirte with the 4th goal for St. Louis Park. That was the first shot on goal here in the period for either side. Once again, Orioles lead 4-3. Vacek working behind the net. Otremba fires, uses the glass, and gets the puck out. Seymour, Williams, and Berg with Vacek and Otremba. Center ice, here's Williams with some speed. Puck rolls off his stick slightly. Williams carries along the wall. Sends behind the net for actually looking for Seymour. That pass just a little hard for him. Borwege centering pass. Pinched by Williams, slap shot by Berg. And Middleton didn't see it right away as the puck slowly came to him. A changeup, if you will. And allowed a seemingly innocent opportunity to become semi-dangerous. Williams working along the wall. Puck pinned up there. Referee telling all 4 players to move it. It's been a good shift for Connor Williams here to start the third. New Prague actually relents the puck to St. Louis Park. Orioles chip in. They'll need a change. Borwege with speed behind his own net. Borwege goes rink wide for Seymour. Orioles do fire in. Vacek will wheel, and he'll send down, and that will be icing on New Prague. And the puck will come, the face-off down in the Trojans' end. Once again, we want to thank everyone for joining us. Mental Health Awareness Night, Duck Cup partnership game here against St. Louis Park, a Saturday matinee. That's off the bar. A offensive zone play for St. Louis Park. And that puck hit the crossbar and goes out of play. Let's take a look at that snapshot there. Quick developing. off the draw and had goaltender Murphy beat above the blocker. And got a lot on that snapshot and hits the bar. So New Prague, little puck luck there. That puck sent in off the blocker of Murphy. Bosch tries to spring Woitas, knocked away by St. Louis Park, and Borwege has again in his own end. The puck's in the skates of Braden, though, and a turnover near the blue line for New Prague. Now Beckius will gain the blue line. He will fire in. Bosch on the forecheck. Woitas stays high. Here's Beckius working. The puck popped in the air. Woitas is his centering pass looking for Beckius. That just fails to click. Stepping forward is Borwege. He will send into the right pad, and a couple of opportunities for New Prague, trying to find some sustained offensive pressure. St. Louis Park will change. Here's Thomas Christensen in his own end for Borwege. Boy, it seems like Borwege's been on the ice forever on this shift. There's Engelking forcing a turnover at the blue line. Couple of turnovers now. Thomas Christensen, the backhander, flutters in. Didn't get behind the goaltender, though, and that allows St. Louis Park to come out. Ryder having a little trouble with the puck. Here's Krone. Krone shot off the glass and wide. Jackson Woitas to center. I think he was looking for Myers. Little hard to handle. Here's Jackson up to Otremba. Otremba on the backhand for Myers. It will be no icing. Carson Myers will be the first to the puck. Again, New Prague trailing by a goal, 12.5 to play. Stick handling to center. Here's St. Louis Park. Here's Ryder. Ryder wrister off the heel of the glove of Murphy. Didn't handle that one cleanly, but got enough of it to lend the puck into the corner. Here's Williams to the line, kept in, shot in front, and that goes just over the crossbars. The tip attempt by Krone. Puck was played with a high stick and whistled there. So played with a high stick. We are going to get a face-off in St. Louis Park's end. 12:04 to play in regulation. Shots on goal, just 3-2 so far through the first 5 minutes. Rink's a little quiet today, too. It's got a little Saturday afternoon feel. Not as boisterous or as energetic as some of the crowds have been. But Connor Williams with a good opportunity off the draw. The Trojan sniper thwarted there by Middleton. Good face-off win by Berg on the face-off before. Allowed Williams with that opportunity. So again, Connor, the leading goal scorer for New Prague, has 18 goals on the year. As the pucks, we're going to actually get an offsides call at the line. A face-off back in the neutral zone. 11:50 to play in regulation. Williams does have an assist in this game. Will Seymour with a goal. Michael Beckius a goal. Easton Bosch with an assist. He has 9 points on the year. Engelking got his 5th. Cade Borwege with an assist. Cade's the leading point getter from the defense crew. He's got 8 points, 3 goals, and 5 assists on the season for the Trojans. Another whistle and a stoppage. 11:42 to play in regulation. Little enthusiasm lacking in the rink right now. New Prague needs a couple of chances. Get some sustained pressure, kind of get everybody involved. Get the bench involved, get the teammates involved, get the crowd involved. Again, trailing just by a goal with 11.5 to play. Puck to the line, knocked away by Woitas. There's Griffin Krone, who's going to be at like 45 minutes of ice time when this thing's done. Orioles put together a couple of passes successfully. Beckius for Borwege. Borwege up the wall and out. It's not going to go for icing. A line change for New Prague. St. Louis Park has some time to skate the puck to center. They do that here. Berg turns him over. Here's Seymour with Williams. Here's Seymour, and he will go out. His wrister goes high and into the netting. That was not deflected. It just kind of took off of Will's stick. So the faceoff's actually going to come out to, no, excuse me. One referee said out to center, but they are going to call that a deflection. The faceoff in the St. Louis Park end. The Orioles didn't like that one. The bench, they wanted that face-off outside. So my mistake, the puck must have hit the defenseman and into the netting. There's off the draw, opportunity for Berg. Didn't get a ton on it. Sean Christensen pushes forward, pinching forward the defenseman, and that puck flutters into the Orioles bench. We get another face-off with 10:54 to play in regulation. So again, New Prague's next game at Tartan on Thursday. Our next broadcast will be Saturday night, home game against Rochester Century, a Section 1AA game. Most prognostications would have Rochester Century as the 3 seed if the playoffs started today. New Prague is the 4. But that 2 through 5, the Owatonna, New Prague, Rochester Century, Lakeville North, and all jockeying for position here. Still undecided, unclaimed here midway through the year. 2 through 5 still fluctuating. Here's 2-on-2. The Orioles come in and they score. With speed, Henry Schultz with the goal, and just given a little bit too much space there as he gained the blue line with speed. New Prague backing up, and the wrister over the glove, and go ahead. And Schultz with the goal. My fault. Henry Schultz, his 3rd goal of the season, and goes top shelf, hits some iron, but St. Louis Park with their first 2-goal lead of the game. So Schultz unassisted, the 5th different goal scorer for St. Louis Park. Puck's behind goaltender Middleton to the line. Vacek will send forward. And St. Louis Park now has the last 4 goals of the game after New Prague led 3-1 after 1. That puck sent into the left glove of Murphy. A whistle there. And a defensive zone draw for the Trojans. Just under 10 minutes to play. 5-3 Park. Looking for their 8th win of the year. Schultz, Ryder, Janssen, Krone, and Hirte, the goal scorers for St. Louis Park. Engelking, Seymour, and Beckius for New Prague. So the Trojans trail by 2, and they ice the puck. Nope, the netminder Middleton actually goes out and plays it, and he will shoot the puck into the netting. And we'll get a face-off, another whistle, another stoppage, with 9:42 to play in the 3rd. Beckius, Woitas, and Bosch. New Prague trailing by 2. 1 shift at a time, 1 chance at a time. Again, they've done it before. They trailed by 2, 4-2 against Waconia 1 week ago. Trailed by a couple of goals against Laverne. Puck rung around past Christensen. No icing. Here is Dylan Clark. Clark up for Bosch, for Beckius. Beckius with Woitas. New Prague gains the line. Return pass for Beckius. He shoots. And he scores. A good rush by New Prague. Well executed break. And Woitas and Beckius work together for the goal. Let's take a look at the tally that generated in the New Prague end. And a couple of good breakout passes. Bosch was part of that, but it's going to be Beckius to Woitas, back to Beckius, and through the legs of Middleton, and New Prague cuts the lead to 1. So it's going to be Beckius from Woitas at 7:40 of period number 3, and we're in a 5-4 hockey game. 2nd goal of the game for Beckius. It's Woitas' 16th assist of the year. Beckius now tying Seymour with 13 goals for 2nd on the team. Beckius from Woitas at 7:40. Here's Connor Williams. And they are going to give Bosch the 2nd assist. I thought Beckius touched it at center, but they're going to give Easton the 2nd assist. It's good. He made the first pass out of the zone. I thought it went Bosch to Beckius to Woitas to Beckius. But we're going to give Bosch the second assist, and good for Easton, his second assist of the game. We're going to get matching penalties here with a hold and a rough. So Eric Berg's going to go for roughing for New Prague. Wesley Smith's going to go for holding. So matching minors, we're still going to play 5-on-5. Once again, that's Beckius from Woitas and Bosch. All right, 2-point night for Easton. Hey, they get one right off the draw. It's tied up. And boy, the ebbs and flows of this thing continues. Let's take a look at the goal. I don't even know who had it. My head was down. I'm not going to lie. Is right off the draw after the matching minors as Seymour pushes the puck forward through the defenseman's legs. Good stick work by Seymour. And Seymour with his second of the goal of the game. So 2 for Seymour, 2 for Beckius. And the team that just refuses to go away tie it up at 5. So Seymour from Beckius with Berg in the box ties it up at 5. Beckius looking for Williams in front. Oh, and New Prague gets 3 in a row. Then St. Louis Park gets 4 in a row. And New Prague responds with 2 and ties it up. So just 18 seconds after Beckius' goal, Seymour ties it up. They're coming together as Vacek. There's an extra shot delivered by Ryder. No call there, and they get one. Boy, New Prague screaming for a penalty. The same penalty that Dylan Clark got, all right, for the extra shove in the second period. Ryder gets away with no call, and St. Louis Park reclaims the lead. The Trojans bench was screaming for a penalty there, and the wraparound, Cole unable to go post to post there, and St. Louis Park now with the lead. I'm running out of room for the tallies. At 8:46, we are now in a 6-5 hockey game. Puck's at center ice now with under 8 to play. 6-5 St. Louis Park. So goals coming fast and furious. A wide rush there by St. Louis Park. Centering pass knocked away. Good stick by Bosch, but he's going to send it the length of the ice for icing. And we'll get a face-off in the New Prague end. Hard to keep up. Beckius from Woitas and Bosch. Seymour from Beckius right after that. And then St. Louis Park, just 40 seconds later, gets the go-ahead tally. They lead now 6-5. Beckius in his own end. So New Prague's come back from a 1-0 deficit. They've come back from a 5-3 deficit, and now they'll have to come back from one more. Draw one by the Orioles. Wrist shot into the glove of Murphy. There's another one. All right, that one's sent to the corner. So a couple of good zone draws for the Orioles, and they get back-to-back shots on goal. They have scored 6 times on 30 shots. There's a puck sent into the Orioles bench. The momentum swings and ebbs and flows of this one. A bipolar hockey game here on this Saturday afternoon. 7:27 to play in regulation. 6-5 Orioles. Beckius and Seymour, 2 goals apiece. Finally claimed here at center ice. Here the Orioles come in. Krone's wrister goes over the net. Here's Williams. Williams goes up and above the defenseman. They said it hit his glove, so no icing. It didn't go far enough anyway. Beckius forechecking here, playing with Seymour. As a puck sent the length, and that will be icing. And the matching minors are over, so Berg out of the box. Wesley Smith out of the box for St. Louis Park, and both teams have their full complement of players. that started this game. Again, once again, New Prague is without 3 forwards, 3 injured forwards. A.J. Weber still out. Bobby Goggins still out. Owen Blair still out. That has moved Carson Myers from the wing to center, as Myers now near the puck here. Dylan Clark takes it there. He'll fire in. Held the red line, so no icing. We're 6:40 to play, 6-5 Orioles. Puck banged off the glass. Will be waved off. Sean Christensen, the first one to the puck on the forehand. Braden Woitas has it here. The up for Myers fails to click. Sent to the net, but poke checked away by Murphy. That puck's deflected in front. Jumped up a little bit. Didn't quite get all the way to Cole. And the clearing attempt is fired into the net and out of play. That attempt by Clark. Berg, Williams, and Seymour take the ice for New Prague. 6:15 to go. It was 3-1 New Prague after 1. It was 4-3 Park after 2. And both teams have scored twice here in the third. In his own zone is Borwege. Borwege ahead for Williams. Williams tries to step around, does stay onside. Good job by Connor staying with it. Here's Williams working hard. Sending for Seymour. Can Vacek keep in? He does. Here's Chase Vacek. Good pass for Berg. Berg centers for Seymour. Bang by Berg. Williams working there with Eric as the puck kept out. So New Prague, some sustained pressure there. It was a good keep in by Vacek to send down to the wall. Here's Chase at center. All right, Chase will knuckle the puck in. The puck jumped up on Middleton a little bit. That's a good play by Vacek. Good choice, good decision. 5.5 to play here in regulation. Still 6-5 St. Louis Park. Gaining the red, taking a slash from Williams and firing in. Here's Borwege. Borwege, good reverse by Cade. Good choice, good decision. A couple of good plays on back-to-back shifts by New Prague defensemen. Carson Myers will flip in. Sean Christensen reaches in. Christensen working behind the net. Good rugged effort by Sean, but St. Louis Park puts a couple of passes together. Carson Myers on the proper defensive side. Here's the pass across, and dangerous backhand, they score. Another 2-goal lead for St. Louis Park. That could be their 7th different goal scorer. That's Ryan Moran on the backhand. Let's take a look at the goal. So, as Myers was working hard at center against Krone, and then maybe just a little too tight again in the New Prague zone, not quite wide enough as the puck went from the left wall. A pass across the blue line, and Moran with the backhand made no mistake, goes over the glove of goaltender Murphy. That shot sent by Seymour into the glove of Middleton. So Moran the goal from Schrader and Ryder, as Ryder with a 4-point night for the Orioles. 4:46 to play in regulation. Draw one by Berg. Seymour sends to the net. Backhand by Williams. Shot rebound by Berg. That's saved. And Williams' rebound is knocked away. So New Prague just needs to, every time they get down by 2, they push forward and play their best hockey. Let's take a look at that opportunity off the draw. Good relentless effort there. As Connor Williams has had a pretty good third period. Eric Berg using his big body at the doorstep as well. Good work by those two and the whole, all 5 guys, to be honest. There's New Prague down 2 with 4:39 to play. You can't get 2 at once. You got to get the first one. 7-5 Orioles. Draw one by New Prague. Knocked down was Williams. Puck sent ahead by the Orioles, and they will fire in deep. There's Borwege, backhand pass, looking for Vacek, eludes him. Williams comes back, supported by Berg. Berg, rink-wide pass, looking for Seymour. That's banged in by Schrader, though, who intercepts. Borwege, Berg, back for Cade. Cade on the forehand will reverse to Seymour. St. Louis Park a little bit passive, more passive now, making sure they have numbers back. Because of that, Seymour will cycle. Looking ahead for Borwege. Borwege runs into an Orioles defenseman who's a little shaken up. Here's Sean Christensen in. Christensen for Woitas. Shot saved by Middleton. Good play by Sean Christensen as Woitas was stymied by the left shoulder of the Orioles netminder. There's Engelking knocked down, puck fired out, and icing. Let's take a look at that Woitas chance and maybe Middleton's best save of the game for the Orioles netminder. Yeah, I like the rush by Sean Christensen, being involved offensively. Nestled the puck neatly to Woitas, who had a good chance there for New Prague. 3:34 to play in regulation. That wrist shot high and wide by Clark. Christensen down to Engelking. Engelking centering pass for Beckius. Fails to click and puck fired into the Orioles bench. And a whistle with 3:23 to play. So Moran on that last goal on the backhand. So we're 7-5. 3 goals in the frame for the Orioles, 2 for New Prague. And New Prague's going to need 2 more. There's Engelking behind the net. Orioles trying to exit. Sean Christensen pinches down. And you've seen New Prague be a little bit more offensive-minded from their defensemen. You saw Sean Christensen lead a rush. You saw Vacek with a pinch. And they're going to have to get more involved from the back end. Again, at the end of the Bloomington Jefferson game, you saw Will Seymour play some defense, and I think we're not too far away from there. As Engelking dangerous, and they got one! Off the draw. This game is nuts. As down 2, Brady Engelking gets his second. Let's take a look. Every 2 minutes we get a goal. But still, just a set play off the set piece off of the offensive zone draw as Brady goes forward, and New Prague cuts it to 1 again with 3:09 to play. So 2 goals for Engelking, 2 goals for Seymour, 2 goals for Beckius. First 1 to 3 wins, right? All right, 7-6 hockey game. There's Williams, Berg, and Seymour together. Woitas on the assist, and Beckius. There's a shot saved by Murphy, who needed a big one. Engelking from Woitas and Beckius. The goal, and the wacky game continues at 7-6. Can't clear. Oh, no, my goodness. As the Orioles score, and to make it 8-6, a turnover in New Prague's end, and they've had a little success going over Murphy's glove, and it's a 2-goal deficit once again. Yeah, it looked like New Prague had an opportunity to get the puck out, just not able to, and the wrist shot was in and deflates the rink a little bit here. 8-6 now, St. Louis Park. Puck backhanded in by Woitas. There's Christensen pinching down. Beckius, his shot hits the traffic in front. Wraparound by Woitas, banged in front. Here's Bosch, Beckius, Woitas down, sent towards the net. Bosch, slot, Christensen shoots and deflected into the netting. And you know, whether New Prague gets there or not, you sure have to admire the relentlessness of when trailing. There is no give in. Right? Yes, they could have managed the puck better today. Yes, they could have done a lot of things better today, but they sure do push forward. There is no quit in this club. And again, with goaltender Murphy pulled now, 6 attackers for New Prague. Here's Sean Christensen pitching in. New Prague down 2 goals. It's 8-6. Puck is sent in and iced by the Orioles. And a whistle with 2:05 to go. So again, that was Engelking on the goal for New Prague. Woitas with his 2-assist night, 2-assist day for Beckius as well. 4-point night for Michael, 2 goals and 2 assists. Now has 30 points on the year. Here's Christensen, he will send in. Puck sent to center, taken there by Sean. 1:53 to go, an empty net for New Prague. Christensen is drilled into the wall. Berg deflects the clearing attempt. Park up to, looking for the insurance tally into the empty net. New Prague working on the wall, sent to Beckius. Beckius sends towards Middleton, and that's deflected away as guys come together. Oh, and this one's getting a couple of roughs and cross checks sent there. And we have a scrum. So
He just yanked Brayden by his hair.
Everyone coming together there. I know Beckius was involved. Williams and Woitas involved up front. So we are going to get, for sure, some penalties. Looked to be even. Looked like St. Louis Park delivered a kind of a blow to Beckius, and Beckius responded with a cross check, and there was a cross check to him after. So you're probably gonna get at least two aside, I would guess. It does look like two Orioles go into the box. Looks like Berg and Woitas for New Prague. The referees have a little notepad out as they're getting organized here to call these penalties. So 93 seconds left in the game, 1:33 to go, 8-6 hockey game. It's, New Prague just pushing forward, and maybe their best offensive consistent pressure has been here in the last minute and a half or so, as they have been at the goal mouth. And Woitas and Beckius and Williams and Sean Christensen's done a really good job pinching down and being aggressive offensively as well in the last few minutes. Again, referees sorting out the penalties. I'm assuming even. 3 guys in the box for each team. It's going to be Woitas, Berg, Beckius in the box for New Prague. 3 guys in the box for the Orioles as well. So we'll see if we're going to be 5-on-5. I'd assume. But this game's been so nuts that hard to assume anything. The score is 8-6 if you're just joining us. 8-6 St. Louis Park. And still waiting for the announcement on if there's going to be a power play. New Prague net is empty. It's been empty here for 45 seconds or so. New Prague has taken over with the shots on goal. They have 16 in the period. They have really pushed forward here late stages here of the third. New Prague has scored 3 times in the frame. Seymour, Beckius, and Engelking all had goals in the first. They all have goals in the third. As the captains talking with the officials here, getting the penalties sorted out. Actually going to be 4 guys in the box here for New Prague. Looks like New Prague might be shorthanded. So Williams, Beckius, Woitas, and Berg all in the box for New Prague after the scrum. And we'll see here. No, still 6 guys on the ice for New Prague. So one of the St. Louis Park guys must have got 2. So it's going to be 4 minors on New Prague, 4 minors on St. Louis Park, and still 6-on-5 now. As there's a wrister off the blocker sent by Seymour. Here's Christensen. He'll send towards the net. Shot block in front by the Orioles. Here's Borwege. Point. Seymour. Seymour hits traffic. There's St. Louis Park selling out on their shot block. That puck sent all the way down and in. And the outcome now decided as an empty net tally for St. Louis Park. And they now lead 9-6. 1 minute 8 to go. It's Griffin Krone on the goal, his second. Krone unassisted, and the score now 9-6. Murphy back in net. Draw taken by Myers. Jackson Woitas sends the puck out of play. And we have 1:04 left in this hockey game. 4-3 going into the third. There have been 8 goals in the third. 5 for St. Louis Park, 3 for New Prague. And the game's kind of broken down a little bit. St. Louis Park has the puck. We are in the last minute of play here. Once again, 9-6 Orioles. New Prague's going to drop to 10-4-1 on the year. And we'll play Tartan on Thursday. Christensen fires in. Sean's rubbed into the wall. Sean's had a good third period, though. Sean, offensively especially. Puck sent all the way down. Should be icing, and it will be, with 31.5 to play. Again, our next broadcast next Saturday night, 7 o'clock home game against Rochester Century. Tuesday home against Benilde St. Margaret's. Off the draw back to the point, here's Dylan Clark. Puck sent another shot block for the Orioles, who have had a few. And sent all the way down. Will go for icing. And 20 seconds to go. Shots on goal 37-33 for New Prague, but the score is 9-6 Orioles. We're going to try to get defenseman Chase Vacek to join us after the game. Talk about this one, talk about the season. See if we have time to do that off the draw. Here's Bosch with the shot. Saved by Middleton. Rebound as Myers sniffing forward, as was Engelking looking for the his hat trick. There's a shot sent wide by Clark. 7 seconds left. Here's Vacek for Engelking. Bosch, it's at his feet. And this game that had so many ups and downs is over, and the Trojans lose on home ice for the second time. And it's over. It's a 9-6 as they fall to the St. Louis Park Orioles. Final shots on goal, 38 New Prague, 33 St. Louis Park. It was 3-1 New Prague after 1, 4-3 St. Louis Park after 2. And then the craziness, an 8-goal third period, 5 for the Orioles. They end with 9. New Prague tallied 3 times for 6. 2 goals each for Brady Engelking, Michael Beckius, and Will Seymour for New Prague. Seymour now with 14 on the season, Beckius with 13, Engelking with 6. And nice to see Brady rewarded. He's had a couple good, strong games. A strong game against Laverne and a strong game against Jefferson. Engelking back on the score sheet with a couple tonight as well. Once again, at Tartan on Thursday. There'll be no live stream there, but we are back on the air Saturday night at home against Rochester Century. Teams will come together. St. Louis Park's got a nice hockey team. They do. And they play their top line a lot. They play their top line quite a bit. New Prague's going to take a Chase, you with us? All right, Chase Vacek, New Prague defenseman, joining us. Chase, man, what a wacky game. You know, you guys down 1 early, you get 3 in the first, and then St. Louis Park comes back, takes the lead, and you guys, get a couple and you tie it up a little bit. Let's not talk about the result. Let's talk about the resiliency of your team, and just time and time again here the last couple weeks, you guys have been able to come back from deficits. Talk about that.
I mean, we've had some good competition the last week, especially with Orno and Waconia, and we get down early and we just got to keep fighting, and that's what we do.
Yeah, and a lot of that comes from the seniors, and obviously it's a senior-heavy team, and a lot of you guys have big roles on the club. And do you think some of the experiences that going to the state tournament as sophomores and playing in the section final as juniors, some of that experience has helped you guys?
I mean, yeah, those sections, they all have some of the toughest competition in this in the entire state, and you could even argue in the country. And those experiences, they really help us in close games like this, and especially in those couple overtime games.
Chase, again, just a really weird game today. Not a lot of chances early on in the first. Then you guys score 3 goals in 59 seconds. Talk about kind of your role and where you fit in defensively. I know you've had some different defense partners so far this year. You played with Dylan a little bit. You played with Cullen some today in the first period. Talk about some of the different guys and what you bring, what you add to the defense core.
I mean, all those guys, they bring different things to the table, but if I had to say what I do is I just want to get the puck up to my forwards and jump in whenever I can. It's just applying pressure. That's all I think my job is.
Yeah. For sure. Once again, joined by senior defenseman Chase Vacek. Chase, it's been a grueling stretch for you guys. You guys have played some of your best competition that's going to come in the last couple of weeks. 6 games in 12 days. Has it felt like a lot of hockey? Have the legs been tired a little bit, or you guys been up to the task each and every night? Yeah.
I can't say I haven't noticed it, but
it's a lot of games. It's grueling, man. It is.
But you just got to work through it. You can, when you're tired, you just got to keep going. You can't let it get to your head.
For sure. But now a couple of days off. Your next game not till Thursday at Tartan, and then you're home against Rochester Century and Benilde St. Margaret. Just brief thoughts on your upcoming schedule. Any notes on Tartan or Century or Benilde you want to share?
I mean, Century, I don't know much about Tartan, but yeah. Century's a big section opponent. That is basically our statement game. If we want to make any splash when it comes to sections, they're a really tough team, and we've been hearing a lot about them, and I'm pretty sure they've been hearing a lot about us.
Yeah.
But we just got to go and take it to them, and just got to win.
Very good. Well, thanks again, Chase. I know sometimes not great, not fun after a loss to talk, but very mature, and thank you for joining us after the game. That's the smooth skating offensive defenseman, Chase Vacek. Chase, good luck the rest of the year, man.
Thank you.
You bet. That's Chase Vacek joining us here. Once again, we are done here at the New Prague Area Community Center. It was the St. Louis Park Orioles 9 and the New Prague Trojans 6 in a game that had a ton of offensive action, a lot of scoring. 4 goals in the first, 3 goals in the second, 8 goals in the third, and the Orioles come away with their 8th win of the year in the 9-6 victory. I want to thank everyone for joining the broadcast. We are off until next Saturday night, the home game against Rochester Century. We'll see you there for a 7 o'clock start time. Enjoy your weekend, everyone.